Hi, my name is Jim.
I'm Barbara. We met in high school, and the school that my husband went to was a rival of ours. And they came over to our high school, which was Renton, from Highline, and burnt a big H in our lawn. And they had then an assembly to apologize. And I thought, ooh, that guy's good looking. About 2 nights later, Jim comes into the movie house that I was working in, where I was an usher. Jim comes into the theater, and he comes over and talks to me and said, would you like to go to a dance with me? And I said yes, real quickly. We went to the dance, and things just kind of blossomed from there. We got engaged in his junior year, and that was in the spring of my junior year. No, his senior year and my junior year. We started going through the summer, and I thought, what am I doing? I'm going to be a senior in high school. So I broke our engagement.
Well, that was a disappointment for Jim, because I had spent a lot of time with her, and I kept thinking about this, and I called her, and I said, I need to speak with you, honey, if I could come over and spend a few minutes with you. And so I came prepared. Her mom wasn't there, it was just her and I says, how do you feel about our engagement? And she says, I don't know, I'm like you, I don't know, I think I may have made a mistake. And I said, well, I came prepared, I'd like to propose to you. And she says, I'd love to have my ring back. And I said, well, I tell you what, you either take both of them or none of them at all. And
Yeah, you did.
she did. I said, how about if we go to Idaho and get married by a justice of the peace? So she said, yeah, I think that'd be okay. So she told her only one in the neighborhood. The neighbor was a good friend of her mother's. So she told her that we were going to get married and we were going to elope. So I told my mother, and I was the oldest of 5 boys at home, and Mom says, she wants to start raising the rest of the kids. So encouraged me, and so I picked up Barb in the morning, and we headed across Stampede Pass, the Cascades, headed for Idaho. And we were driving a 48 Chevy, and in those days nobody had bucket seats, they were all bench seats. So we had our chat going along, and all of a sudden I looked in the mirror, and the Washington State Patrol was behind me with his light on. That meant pull over. So I pulled over, and I thought Barb's mother must have sent the police out after us. No, he says, we're one-arm driving. That's illegal. Bench seat, one-arm driving and chatting, that's all it was to it. And I got a $25 ticket for that. We said goodbye, and we ended up in Idaho. We came in, identified ourselves, and said we want to get married. And she said, well, who's your witness here? Who's your witness? And I said, I didn't know we had to have a witness. And I said, do you recommend something? And she said, yes, there's 2 fellows over there. And I said, oh, okay. So I went over there. There are 2 deputy sheriffs. We paid them $1 apiece to witness us. And then we went home and put our wedding together, and happy, happy, happy kids.
And here we are today.
Yeah, enjoying the time of our life. And when I was 50, I wouldn't have considered, but every day is a gift. And we are so happy to be here. So happy.
We do have 3 children. They're 3 years apart. Doug, Terry, and Kim, and each one of them have beautiful families, and we have 10 grandchildren, and we have 15 great-grandchildren. Kim is the one that helped us get associated with hospice, which I thought it meant that was my dying day. That's always what I understood. And I have found out that hospice is absolutely wonderful. They supply the supplies you need to be taken care of. They help you order your medication. They have a nurse to come see you every week, someone to bathe you every week, a couple of times a week anyway. And they have social workers that come see you. I'm happy with it. It makes me feel good that they come. They're very pleasant people.
And I'm a little jealous. I wish the bed was a little bigger. That's the only thing I can say. Just a joke. Have a little fun.
I love his caring and his ability to help me and patience with me, and his loving that he gives me every day. He keeps telling me that we're making progress and just relax and just keep working at getting up and moving around, and he's just so loving. He really is. Yes, you are.
Yeah, thank you, baby. I got to say the same thing from the time I met her. I thought, boy, oh boy, it wore on me a little bit. I had to work into this thing, but your romance sometimes doesn't smooth right off the step. It was pretty smooth for us, and we couldn't. I cannot be around her enough. The caring is very important, and you care for your person that you're in love with, and you have all the experience. You want to do whatever you can, whatever it is. Some of it is just being there.
I think caring is a big part of love, and evidently, I'm happy. 65 years, going on 66, and both Jim and I look at each other and say, I can't believe it's been that long.
No secret stories.
I won't. Okay, no secret stories.